From Doyle Field in Leominster, Massachusetts, Charter TV3 presents coverage of Central Mass High School football. Tonight, Mid-Wach A rivals square off as the Shepherd Hill Rams visit the Leominster Blue Devils. It's high school football on Charter TV3. And good evening, everyone. Andy Lacombe alongside Coach Terry Wallace. And Coach, there's no better place to be than Doyle Field under the lights on a Saturday night here in the fall for high school football. And you've got two storied programs coming in, teams that maybe haven't had the seasons they wanted this year, but still a lot to play for and a lot on the line tonight. Two teams wanting to build some momentum in the end of the year.
Yeah, knowing these two head coaches, I know they're trying to sell the kids to play real hard. And like you said, there's no better place in Central Mass to play high school football. It should be a great game.
Yeah, it is a historic venue here at Doyle Field. Both these programs have guys playing at very high levels in college football right now. A lot of tradition between Leominster and Shepherd Hill. Should be a good one. We have the kickoff coming up next. Stay with us.
With my Bay State Savings Bank mobile app, I don't need to drive to a local branch to deposit my money. I can deposit a check just by taking a picture on my phone. Anywhere, anytime. Done. I just saved on gas and saved myself some time. It's a win for everybody.
For everybody?
For everybody.
For everybody?
For everybody.
For everybody.
I know.
Bay State Savings Bank is proud to sponsor the Friday Night Football Frenzy. Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
Accidents involving distracted driving injured over 400,000 Americans last year. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car or motorcycle accident, before you call your insurance company, call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. Our attorneys have helped tens of thousands of clients receive millions of dollars in settlements for over 50 years. Don't stand alone against the big insurance companies. Call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia for a free consultation. We don't get paid unless you do.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models, the Nissan Kicks and the Nissan Leaf.
Come down and see us right now for our model year-end closeout event. We have to sell these 2018s, and the rebates are incredible.
Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Come on and join us here at Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
Doors. Every door is different. Every door, unique. And each one tells a story. Open a door at Unibank and you'll find a unique place. A bank where we listen to you and find answers. All to help you write your unique success story. Welcome to the new Unibank. Please, after you. Unibank. Bank different. Bank unique. Member FDIC. Member DIF. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back. It is homecoming for the Leominster Blue Devils here at historic Doyle Field, and a lot of games being played throughout the day here on the turf. Fitchburg and Leominster in soccer just before this one, and now it's football's turn, and Coach Dugan and Ryan Dugan and the Central Mass Power Shepherd Hill Rams coming to town as we get set for football, and the band is on the field for Leominster. They do an outstanding job, and they prepare now for our national anthem. All right, nice job from the Leominster Marching Band. Their director, is also the hockey coach here at Leominster High School. He's a Renaissance man.
Nice.
And they've had a long day because they were here for some of the earlier games as well. As you get a look at the Shepherd Hill sideline, Ryan Dugan and his staff getting ready to go. And they come in with a couple of wins and not going to go to the playoffs this year. Neither are the Leominster Blue Devils under head coach Dave Palazzi, the former UMass quarterback, and an offensive wizard, much like yourself, Coach Wallace, a guy who likes to open things up when he can. But
Right.
as Buzz Dugan, who we used to call Buzz when he was the quarterback at Shepherd Hill, as he told us this week, nobody better than Dave Palazzi for putting guys in spots where they can succeed. So he knows when he has the guys, he can open it up, but
Right.
he knows he can put guys in positions to be successful in their offense.
No argument with that, Andy. Coach against both these guys. Excellent, excellent coaches.
Shepherd Hill gets the ball first. Nathaniel Cooper's back deep. It's a little squib kick fielded by an up back at the 38-yard line. He's over to the 45. That's Nate LeBrecq, senior tight end, making a play. And the offense comes on the field first for the Hill.
Yeah, interesting, Andy. Shepherd Hill won the toss and elected to take the ball. I think they want to try to set the tone right off the bat with their powerful running game. And a lot of times you defer to get the ball in the second half, but they wanted to set the tone with their offense. So
Ethan Quinn is the junior signal caller. He's come on after an injury to their original starter, Joe Thompson, who was hurt in the Wachusett game a couple of weeks ago. And the first pitch is to Nathaniel Cooper, and he gets over midfield. Does Cooper. He's a junior, as are many of these guys, both up front and in the offensive backfield.
yeah, Shepherd Hill, their backs are usually very, they always run hard. You know, they like the off tackle play both sides, and they run the double wing. They've done it for a long time, do it very, very well.
Of Quinn, Ethan Quinn, in just his second full start. He started the St. John's game and moved the offense very well against the Pioneers. His head coach, Ryan Dugan, says he's a good game manager. He doesn't mean that as a slight by any means. He really does a good job handling this offense. He gets them up to the line of scrimmage quick after the huddle. Pitches back to Ben Carpenter. Carpenter, their featured runner, is in the rugby mix and gets shoved back after maybe a yard to the Leominster 49-yard line. Will bring up a third down.
So, Andy, like we were talking before the telecast, you see that Shepherd Hill stays in a huddle. The hand goes up by the referee, signaling there's 10 seconds to go before you can snap the ball, and then they run to the line to get a play. You do that because of you don't want the defense to really be set. It's an interesting strategy.
They did it against St. John's and had a couple of quick touchdowns in that first half. Were driving perhaps for a third score, but fumbled an exchange, and that seemed to really turn the tide. St. John's was able to capitalize on it and keep the lead the rest of the way. A little double handoff inside to Cooper. Cooper fighting for yardage, close to first down yardage, and now there's a rugby scrum again, a push. See where they spot it, right around the 45-yard line, which is what he needed to gain.
Yeah, this is a good football play on both ends. It's just their double handoff. And you see the push from the Shepherd Hill line here. And Leominster has a lot of hats to the ball too, so it's 4th and short.
Anthony Sacco, the junior fullback in there. He's playing for Anthony Orienti, the captain. Was a game time decision today.
You think quarterback sweep of fullback wedge here, possibly? No.
4th and inches. They go to Carpenter, and Carpenter's got the first down. Diving ahead, the ball came out, and the Leominster Blue Devil came up with it, but he is ruled down.
It was close.
Zach Del Judas came up with the football quickly. It looked like that ball popped out.
I did. I thought he got stripped, but they called him down, so that's how the play is. Let's see.
Here's another look at it. Del Judas comes in and has the football.
The ball's definitely out.
So a break for Shepherd Hill. That should have been a turnover for the Blue Devils. A great individual play by Zach Del Judas. 1st and 10 for Shepherd Hill is the result.
Quick pitch.
It's Cooper to the outside. He's got speed, cuts it back into the heart of that defense, and getting tackled by the Blue Devils there after maybe a yard.
That was a wrinkle, Andy. So instead of the double wing set, they overload to their right, and they just ran a quick pitch trying to outflank Leominster. And Leominster actually did a pretty good job defending that.
Cooper, a big play running back, averaging 9 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns this season. There's the heart of that Leominster defense, number 64, one of the captains, Zach Callady.
He had a great game against us, Sandy. 64. He was dominating up front.
Big guy up in the middle. He goes 5'11", 270. And you see, this is what Shepherd Hill will do. This is a timeout was taken by Leominster, so some additional time on the sideline for Quinn and his coach. There'll be a 2nd and 7 coming for the Rams. Back into that double wing. Handoff is to Carpenter. It's strung out to the outside, and there's nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Fernando Aguilar leading that effort out there for Leominster.
That's just great team defense. What you try to do is, you know, have them go to the outside to get more people to the outside here, and you never could get around the corner. So nice job by Leominster there.
And Leominster has to take a timeout. They were trying to get some personnel off the field, and a good call by Dave Palazzi to avoid a potential penalty there. Up front, this is the Shepherd Hill offensive line, and it's mostly juniors, except for Seth Livernois, who's in that middle of that group there. Alec Ambrosia is a guy they're really high on that group up front. Kobe Jean-Guillaume, good speed to the outside. Ben Carpenter, their featured back. Sacco getting some run as the fullback. Matson and Christian Gruzeski. Gruzeski is back as the tight end this week, coming off injury.
Reverse.
Ball's loose. It was broken up by the Leominster pursuit in the middle, and Leominster's got the football. This time Del Judas has it for real, and Leominster forces the turnover with that penetration up the middle, Coach.
Yeah, that's the key, Andy. Like I said, look at the penetration. They're all in the backfield there, and again, to try to run a misdirection play like that, really hard to do. And Leominster's done really dominating the line of scrimmage thus far. And if you can do that against this double wing, you can try to slow them down.
Good surge up front from the Blue Devils. Their defense makes the first big play of the game here. 7:27 left in the first quarter, and our first look at J.C. Cora in this offense for Leominster. Full house in the backfield for the Blue Devils. And the give is to Couch, and it's Adam Couch, breaks out to the outside. Good speed to the edge, being chased by Cooper and knocked out of bounds there. Adam Couch, the senior captain, with a big start to his evening.
You know, another thing that we talked about, Dave Palazzi comes out in full house. I don't think, I've seen it all year. We have, you know, a bunch of games with them on film, and just a power run game. And we got 2 lead blockers. The point of attack, 34 makes a great block, and Couch is a real good back and breaks it to the outside. That's a gainer.
Bryant Cordero, 34, who you referenced, made that nice block on the edge. And first down, the give is to Couch. Couch tucks it inside. Good yardage there. He's to the 25, and now there's the scrum there, but good carry there for Couch as he's, inside the 20.
Just power football there, Andy. You know, you have the 2 lead fullback blockers, and nice job up front. And Couch, you know, he's a very good back, runs very hard.
Yeah, so, you know, you're used to seeing a spread over the years from Leominster, a passing offense. Very much a run look here again. It's Couch, good blocks up front again. Couch to the outside, he's inside the 10, and he's down right shy of the 5-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal. Leominster's come out with a big-time spark, especially following the turnover.
Absolutely. You know, again, double tights, full house backfield, just off tackle to the left. And see, again, look at the guys downfield. Couch again. Once he gets room, he's a very good running back.
Question of Leominster showing something maybe that they didn't show a lot of this year, and now Shepherd Hill will be forced to adjust. 1st and goal.
Right to the left there, yeah.
It's Couch. Good pursuit. Couch still on his feet, but he will not get away from Shepherd Hill's John McCabe, the senior linebacker, got into the backfield quick.
Yeah, see, there's a question of, as a coach, when you get plays that are working, you want to stick with them. But however, the defense knows that too, and they just, you know, had enough of that, and they came up and made the play. Now you may see like a play action, maybe a counter boot or something. Coach Palazzi likes that play very much, runs it very well. They'll fake the counter one way and have the fullback go out to the flat.
John McCabe, Drew Montigny, 2 of those linebackers in there for Shepherd Hill. Coach Dugan says they're guys they absolutely have to find time for them on the field. They are great leaders. Here's pursuit again up the middle, but here comes Couch. He's got some yardage back. And it looks like he's just shy of the goal line now, maybe a yard away for Leominster.
You know, Andy, we talked in the open about two teams not having the years ahead, but I really like the mentality of Leominster. We're coming at you. Here we come. Nothing's fancy. And, you know, just downhill things, you know, tosses. Good job of, you know, blocking out there.
It'll be the 2-yard line is where they spot it. There's Alec Ambrosia, number 72, who got good penetration there, but Couch's speed was able to get around him. 3rd and 2, 5 minutes left here, first quarter from Doyle Field. The give is to Couch. Steady diet of Couch, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's a great opening drive. Got a little wrinkle there, Andy. They went to the weak side there, away from the power back, and Couch found the end zone. Nice job up front by the offensive line.
Well, it is homecoming. You haven't had the year you want. You go to your senior tailback on your first possession, and he runs hard for 6. Extra point kick is up. Line drive is through, and Leominster has a 7-0 lead with Shepherd Hill set to get the ball back when we come back.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
So here, Andy, like I said, they went to the weak side away from the power back, but you still have the lead blocker and the fullback. And again, look at the surge by the offensive line, you know, to the left side there, which they really ran the ball most times. Another great look here.
Yeah, Connor
Marchand, yeah.
Yeah, 22 with a nice block there.
Another great angle. See, they pull 72 too. That's a nice football play there.
That's a different camera angle here at Doyle Field. That kick is over the head of Ben Carpenter and through the end zone via touchback. The Charter TV3 crew has pulled out all the stops here for a Saturday night contest at one of the best venues, if not the nicest venue in central Massachusetts. There's Dave Palazzi talking it over on the far sideline.
So interesting, you haven't seen a pass yet, and the first time that Shepherd Hill was 3rd and long, they ran the double reverse, and Leominster stopped that. So I think you'll see Shepherd Hill probably stay to their game plan, which is running the football.
Well, they're a little bit different without their starting quarterback. That's up the middle. Whereas Joe Thompson, who was hurt in the Wachusett game, they could throw the ball a little bit. Haven't seen Quinn use the arm just yet. Pitches it back to Carpenter. Carpenter cannot get away, and that is Callady.
Yeah, both sides of the ball, Leominster's really, you know, dominating thus far. Now Shepherd Hill now is going right up to the line, and they're going a lot faster the last play, but now they're coming over to talk to Coach Dugan.
Callady is a big dude, and he blew that play up at the point of attack. 3rd and 11. This is where you want to put a double wing team, right, Coach?
Right, absolutely.
Put them behind the sticks or put them in 3rd and long situations.
If they open up the formation here, maybe try to roll out pass to the right possibly.
Kobe Jean-Guillaume, the talented back on the near side. He got the carry, the ball's out. A helmet's out. Leominster signals they have the football, and they do. It is recovered by the Blue Devils. They've come up with another turnover. Caleb Naccioni, a sophomore, looked like he had the football.
Yeah, so Shepherd Hill tried to run a counter to try to catch Leominster in a pass rushing situation, and Leominster just blew it right up. They playing great on both sides of the ball, especially up front.
A timeout is taken by Shepherd Hill. They're going to huddle up.
So it's a counter. It's kind of like a draw play, and you can see the lineman there, I think it was
67.
Yes, he got the penetration. So if he gets in front of the lineman who's trying to pull, he blows up the play, which he did. Very impressed by Leominster. You know, we talked in the open about how hard these two teams would play, and obviously they really are playing hard. And you know, Leominster again, story tradition. You know, Dave Plaz, one of the best coaches in Central Mass, and I know he has a lot of pride. He wants to come out on homecoming, try to, you know, beat a good Shepherd Hill ball club. So I think it's going to be a real tough game both sides tonight.
Naccioni with a great play. Central Mass High School football on Charter TV3 presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and by Bay State Savings Bank. Saw Ryan Dugan there really getting into his team. He's got a couple of alums and family members, and Alec and Chris Lindstrom on the sideline. The Boston College offensive linemen are in the house. And the give is to Couch. It looked like they had some pressure coming, and he ran right back through it. Defensively, Shepherd Hill, Xander Truman, Nate Lebrecht, Alec Ambrosia, and Eddie Rodriguez Baez, with Anthony Orienti, John McCabe, Drew Montigny in that defense, and then Dos Santos, Nieves, Teague, and Cooper. And Orienti is playing. He was a game-time decision, a junior captain, the first junior captain at Shepherd Hill in more than 2 decades. He is in the middle of that defense. Cora fakes the give. Now he's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's got a big guy out in front of him. J.C. Cora picking up good yardage and looks like a first down.
That's a great play call, Andy. That's a called quarterback sweep there. And it's the first time they came away from power I. They put the fullback on the wing. You'll see him crack down block there. And they pull the guard. And the quarterback, who's a very good athlete, makes it good. Look at the people that blocking downfield. That's really good to see as a coach.
Frank Opoku was in front of him, kind of providing a giant screen there. He didn't really have to hit anybody, but you couldn't find J.C. Cora behind him.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's good enough.
As he flew downfield.
Back to the power I set.
First and goal. Cora's give is to Couch. Ball's out, and Shepherd Hill should have the football here. There are a lot of whistles, though, and we will see. Orienti recovered what appeared to be a fumble, and they're going to say he was down or stopped the forward progress. Let's get a look.
Yeah, so
it's McCabe with a great play. The ball is out. That's a fumble. There's no question about it. So each team now has gotten a break on each side.
Yeah, the only thing I would say, Andy, I agree, the ball is definitely out. If the whistle blew,
that's true.
If the whistle blows, then he's down. But, we couldn't hear the whistle from up here, so that would be the only thing.
The whistle would have come right in front of that nice band over there.
Same formation here, Andy. Watch a quarterback sweep, maybe possibly to the right here. Now it's a pass.
Cora's looking to throw. He's got a guy in the corner of the end zone, Del Judas, and it's broken up at the last minute by Teague. Nicely done.
Yeah, good scheme there. They came out with the wing again. And quarterback Cora throws the ball really to where it's needed. Del Judas, who's a very good player, too, almost makes a nice catch. Good defense, though. Got Shepherd no credit on that. Play the ball well.
Well, both defenses trying to respond here.
Now, Leominster has a kicker, so, you don't necessarily be in two-down territory here. You might try to get the ball in the center of the field, kick a field goal here.
Marchand and Couch in the backfield behind Cora, and there's a timeout taken by Leominster. High school football on Charter TV3 brought to you by Unibank, by the Sullivan Group, Pucci's Fine Jewelry, Milford Federal, and by Harrington Physician Services.
A lot of action so far, Andy. I've had a bunch of turnovers, some decent plays. Very exciting game thus far. So I think Leominster's got to figure out a way to block McCabe. He's really been a stud so far, getting in the backfield, especially the last 3 or 4 plays. And I wouldn't be surprised here. This would be a good down. On defense, you're telling them to watch for it, but they could have a play where they roll out and throw a screen back to the left, something like that, to try to slow down their pass rush. Or again, they could center the ball, maybe kick a field goal. Go up 2 scores here.
Well, it's a big spot for this Shepherd Hill defense. Down a score. Cora's going to come out with a shotgun look and a 3-receiver set.
That's a tight end, 81.
And right. Cora runs into a bunch, runs through the wash, and now he's free to the corner to the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow.
J.C. Cora.
Great call.
J.C. Cora Jr. Wow.
Yeah, they went trips to the right with the tight end and the 2 receivers, and then he ran a zone read to the left, and great individual effort there getting in the end zone.
Man, he ran into just a ton of guys, a sea of oncoming humanity, and just was able to get through it. The extra point kick is up, and this one is drilled through by Pablo Rodriguez, and it's 14-0 Leominster.
Yeah, so they go zone read to the weak side, and actually that wasn't zone read. That was quarterback counter. The reason you say that 72 was pulling there. So see how he pulls there. So that's the counter, and Ty does a great job of vision, keeping his head up. Ran through the off tackle hole where the play is, and then busted to the outside. And
that pulling lineman actually got enough.
Kicked out a great block. Yeah,
got enough of the Shepherd Hill linebacker to free the quarterback. Wow,
that's a great scheme, Dave Palazzi at work.
14-0 Leominster. They have jumped out on top of Shepherd Hill here. Homecoming for the Blue Devils. This one fielded by Carpenter over the 10. Carpenter, if he gets the outside, there is a flag on the play. He is still on his feet over the 40. Another flag flies. And both of those in typical areas where it would be against the return team.
Yeah, either blocking it back or a hold, I'd imagine, Eddie. So this is the dangerous zone right here for Shepherd Hill. You got to make sure you keep your composure here. You're down 2 scores, which is still very reasonable. But you don't want to, turn the ball over again a third time and be down 3.
Jimmy Nato is our official. According to Sage Scribe of the North County, Sean Sweeney, this is his second game he did today. He did the Lunenburg game earlier today.
I believe that Jimmy
Sweens did the Lunenburg game too, so this is Sween's second game as well.
Very hard-working man, Sean Sweeney. Yes,
he
is. Yeah, Jimmy does a great job out there. Good crew tonight. He's done a lot of really big games, and one of the best around for sure. So now, you Shepherd Hill, you are who you are, so you got to stick to your game plan. I don't know if they'll continue to waste the clock like they have.
There's a quick pitch back. New running back, it looked like that time. Tyler Broussard, number 23.
Yeah, you may know the quarterback's coming over. I just thought they'd start going a little bit more up-tempo. Impressed very, very much with the Leominster defensive line, front 7. They've really dominated thus far and really stymied the Shepherd Hill running attack.
Yeah, this is a big group up front for Leominster.
That's a key, like you said, it's penetration. If you can get up there and stop the pulling guards and tackles, it really blows up the offense.
Trying to power to the outside and know where to go for Ben Carpenter. As that Leominster attack, Aguilar on the outside and company able to close it down. 3rd and 9 coming. And they rush a running back out there, and I think they're going to have to take a timeout. Shepherd Hill to get their personnel right. You see there's Dugan in the gray hoodie. Right behind him is Alec Lindstrom, who right now is on the special teams offensive line for Boston College, but has some time on that number 1 group this year as well, behind John Baker, a offensive lineman out of Millis, star for Boston College, and older brother Chris Lindstrom's here as well. 2 big guys. They stand out when they show up on the sideline, the Lindstrom brothers.
And Chris just got the ACC Lineman of the Week.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
He did.
Couldn't happen to a better kid.
I think it's the second time at least he's gotten that honor.
Their dad's a great guy, Chris.
All right, here is
Wildcat.
Gabe Dos Santos out of the Wildcat, following blocks, and he got a couple, but not enough. Tripped up. Halliday again. Well, on that far side.
Again, just, it's your old student body right. You got a lot of lead blockers here. And, again, if you can keep Shepherd Hill behind the chains, on downs and stuff like that, they can, they're doing things they don't want to do. And that's really what you'd like to do on defense, get a team to do things they don't want to do.
And this is something that Shepherd Hill doesn't like to do ever, is punt.
Right.
But how about that senior, Callady, going down the line and making another play? Senior stepping up here for Leominster in the early going. This is fielded by Couch, the 46, with a head of steam. Couch coming back into Shepherd Hill territory. Looks like he's going to be stopped about the Rams' 39-yard line. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Leominster off to a hot start here on homecoming from Doyle Field. The Blue Devils looking for more when quarter 2 resumes.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston. Looking for a local lender you can trust? Come to Milford Federal. Our great rates, low closing costs, and personalized customer service have made us your family financial center for over 130 years. Apply online or visit us at one of our branches today.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values are family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community.
We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Welcome back, Doyle Field on a Saturday night in Leominster. A nice fall night here in northern Worcester County, and beautiful night for football. They go to Marchand on the first play of the second quarter, and Marchand still on his feet, dragging tackles inside the 30. It'll be a first down for Leominster. Some power running for a guy who did a lot of good blocking in the first quarter.
That's fullback trap there, Andy, and Leominster likes to run that, and Connor Marchand does a nice job. Look at the legs moving down the field and running hard. That's a good play. You run the eye, whatever like that. You come back to the fullback trap. It's a good change of pace, misdirection play.
Two physical teams, known to be physical.
No doubt.
Leominster wanted to really, it seems, establish the physical aspect early on with this power running game. Here's Cora with Couch behind him. The pitch out is to Couch. Gets a good kick out block from his fullback Marchand. He's on the run to the outside. And he's going to be close to another first down after a big carry from Couch. They will move the chains again.
Look at the 64 on this too, on the pull. He's pulling all the way down the field. Watch it get out in front. Nice block there by Marchand. And look at the wide receivers blocking downfield. It turns good runs into great runs there. Receivers blocking downfield.
Zach Gallaty is essentially putting a resume together here in the first half as he continues to look strong on both sides of the ball. There's the give to Couch up the middle. Orienti on the stop for Shepherd Hill, along with Josh Marino, the junior. A lot of juniors on the Shepherd Hill team, and most of their guys on both sides of the ball come back next year, including their quarterbacks, 4 of their 5 linemen, almost all their running backs, except for Carpenter. Here's Cora on 2nd and 7 at the 13. Quick inside hitter to Marchand, and he is pushing the pile again. Another helmet comes off in the mix. And he got it down there inside the 10, be a third down.
Yeah, this is just good hard running there. Watch the legs going forward, and you may see Andy down the road. Shepherd Hill looks like they're a man-to-man. You may see them try to hit a post pass or something like that. The middle field's wide open. But they'll be content to keep running the ball if they can, for sure.
That's an eye set behind J.C. Cora Jr. under center. Two receivers split out. Fake the give. Cora's going to roll. He's got a man in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. In the corner of the end zone, he was looking for Brian Rodriguez.
Coach Palazzi will be talking to his quarterback about that. He'll tell him to set his feet when he throws. He threw in the ball on the run, and he had him. A great play call. Just to set your feet, and then he probably would have hit him.
J.C. Cora Jr., just a sophomore. A lot of football ahead for him. Good athlete. Under center for Leominster. I formation for the Blue Devils on 4th down, going for it, and he drew the Rams defense offside, then goes up the middle for a touchdown. Did the whistle blow to stop play?
That's a good question. Looks like talk about it.
It's a heads-up play either way by your quarterback. Take the snap and go. You know you had a free play.
Right.
And we'll see how they break it down here.
I think it's a touchdown, yeah.
It is a touchdown. Play was not stopped, and Cora goes in. Leominster's got a 20-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a smart play. They obviously, 4th and 3s that, you tell your defense, make sure you listen, watch the ball because it's a good down to try to get them to jump and give you your first down.
Here is Rodriguez for the extra point. And hit the upright and goes through.
Yeah, so 4th and 3, you try to see a hard count there. You got them to jump, and a smart thing to do as a football player is you continue with the play. It's a free play, and big hole up the middle.
Yep, right back up the middle, J.C. Cora. Doesn't look like there was any real contact.
No, they
with
just
any
in
of
a
the
neutral
players,
zone.
so you wouldn't stop it there. So right back through the middle.
Tight Leominster, boy, they come out like a house of fire tonight. Very focused football team.
This does not look like a team that hasn't won a game.
Well, I think in parts of all the games they've played very tough for a substantial amount of time, and they've self-destructed a few times, but they're as physical as anybody.
Also the product of playing the schedule that Leominster plays.
True, murder schedule.
And there's no easy week when you play football here in Leominster. And the kick is away. It's dropped by Dos Santos, picks it back up, and not a lot of room now, and swarmed under by that Leominster attack. And it'll be Shepherd Hill ball inside the 10.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you really, anytime you get in high school football, you can start the other team inside the 30. It's a great job. This is inside the 20. And, a lot of times, Andy, what happens is the ball gets dropped, and the kids on the return team, not the return team, the coverage team, slow down a little bit, and that's when you should really just stay in your lanes and make the play like they did. So Shepherd Hill got a very long field to go.
This is a huge possession for Shepherd Hill, but maybe a huge set of downs here to get some yardage for the Rams. They try to go up the middle for maybe a yard. That looked like it might have been Anthony Sacco, the junior fullback. Now Orienti is the normal fullback. He's only playing on one side of the ball, coming off injury. And there's a pitch back, and looked like there was an opening for a second, closed quickly by Elijah Martinez in that defense.
Yeah, they're just stacking the box. And, what's happening is you're trying to run off tackle, and you got outnumbered there. And Leominster's just being physical. As you can see, their defensive line is getting in the backfield. That's going to blow things up. Shepherd Hill's going to have to do one or two things to turn this around. They have to either try to throw the ball a little bit or try to establish a little bit more of their perimeter game. Because it seems like the off tackles, Leominster really has them covered here, and when you got 8 guys in a box, you don't have 8 guys blocking. So
not a lot of room up there. And here is Shepherd Hill, big third down, 3rd and 9. They do reverse it, and a couple yards there ahead for Tyler Brassard, but not enough, and they'll have to bring the punting unit out. Clock running under 6:50 to go here in the first half. Now certainly, if you were a Leominster fan or coaching staff, this would be the way you'd want this first half to be drawn up so
no
far.
Question. No question.
Near perfect for the Blue Devils. The punt taking a top spin bounce into Leominster territory, and it'll end up being a big punt, and Cooper downs it at the 41 of Leominster. High school football on Charter TV 3 is brought to you by the Central Mass Safety Council, Berterra Nissan of Auburn, Holy Cross Athletics, the Worcester Railers Hockey Club, and Nichols College.
So now, knowing Dave Palazzi and and all good coaches too, 21-0 here. You say to yourself, listen, we got to play like it's 0-0. You get another score before half. That might be a little bit too much to overcome. So what you want to do is protect the ball and just keep doing what you've been doing. They haven't been able to stop you.
It's been the power attack from Leominster so far. And here is Adam Couch, who's having a big first half. And he's on over the 45 to the 47-yard line.
You know what happens, Andy, too, is with all these 3 and outs, you really put your defense in a tough position also. They're on the field a lot. You know,
Yeah, and a couple of those guys play both ways.
Right. So you start getting gassed because you just, you know, the Leominster offensive line are really firing out. So
why is that if you play on both sides of the ball, but if you're winning and you're on the offensive side, you seem to have more energy?
Yeah, just
how does that work? Because there's guys playing both ways for Leominster too, and they look pretty good.
Absolutely right about that.
Something drives you, that's for sure. There's the give to Couch, and he's drilled in the backfield. And that time it was Sacco flying through to make a big play.
Yeah, it's a big play by him. You know, they showed pressure from the beginning, and they came with it. And Leominster was trying to pull some linemen there, but you know, he's in the backfield.
That's good stuff from Anthony Sacco, a junior. Orienti, a junior.
So last time they were in this situation, down by the goal line, they ran quarterback counter for a touchdown. So let's see if they open it up or try to run for a first down here.
It's an I formation behind Cora Jr., and we're going to get a timeout taken by Leominster. I think that's their 4th.
So the reason Coach Blasi takes time, he calls a play and he looks at the defensive scheme, and he doesn't like what he called, so he brings him over and possibly will change the play.
Dave Palazzi, a great offensive mind and great football coach. The Leominster Blue Devils are 12-time Super Bowl champions. We've had a lot of good coaching up here over the years. And there's the band. And that's one of the things. The Lindstrom boys are here, like we said, from Boston College. And Chris Lindstrom said, you know, it's a great venue. You're under the lights. They've got a great band. Now, he's coming from Boston College, and, you know, in college football, you get these great bands, and it just makes the atmosphere, and that's what this Leominster band does. They make this an outstanding atmosphere to come watch a high school football game.
Agreed. Just the whole place, Doyle Field, it gets stands on 100 yards on both sides. Just awesome.
There are the boys. I think that's Chris Lindstrom, and I think that's John Baker out of Millis High, starting center for the Boston College Eagles. You know, and he's just got a T-shirt on. It's really not that warm outside.
Those linemen, they're tough.
Eagles on a bye week. Here comes the blitz.
Vertical.
Cora Jr. over the middle to Del Judas. It's incomplete. Yeah, Dale Olmstead, the Nichols head coach, was John Baker's coach at Millis. He was in high school. That's 3 big guys on that Shepherd Hill sideline. Now, Chris Lindstrom told us that he goes to some of the Millis games when they have time, and that's Baker's alma mater, so
that's nice.
They support each other. And the Eagles are on a bye week. They have Miami on Friday night, so they have the weekend off. Boys enjoying some home cooking. There's the punt. It's a good one from Marchand. Angles to the corner. Let's see where they spot it. It'll be over the 40. There will be no return, obviously, and they're going to call it right at the 30-yard line.
So 21-0, Shepherd Hill has the ball, and Leominster gets the ball to start the second half. So this is a key drive here in this football game.
Key stop there for the Shepherd Hill defense,
yes.
Keyed by Anthony Sacco. His big play in the backfield.
It's amazing in high school football. You know, you have a play for a loss or a penalty, how it really, you know, messes things up on a drive.
Here's a group that's having some fun so far. That front 7 for Leominster has been outstanding. Pitches back to Gabe Dos Santos. He gets corralled almost immediately and pushes forward for maybe a half a yard.
Yeah, just Leominster is they've shut down their interior run game. They really got to try to do a little something else, I believe.
Shepherd Hill helmets have been coming off here throughout the first half. So they have to run John McCabe out there in place of Ambrosia. They get back into the huddle on 2nd and long.
Here comes a sweep.
Cooper to the outside, gets a block. Cooper trying to get out there, and it's quickly
well.
closed down by Leominster. Nice job on the outside from
I think it's a good call to try to do that, but Leominster's up to the task again. Again, they set the edge, and you know, a lot of blue and white people to the football.
Trying Connor Marchand having a nice game as well on both sides of the ball as he and Larson combine on that hit. 3rd and long. Shepherd Hill has yet to throw the football. They've been strictly on the ground. Ethan Quinn under center. May throw here. No, they go inside. And that's Sacco flying for perhaps a first down. See where they spot it. He should have it.
If they don't,
near spot. They don't have it. Just shy.
It's a fullback wedge here.
Going for it on 4th and short. He's getting Kalau in the backfield. It is Callady. And the big fella continues his big first half. The Leominster defense holds.
It's a great play.
Zach is having a monster
going fast, and they just run one of their bread and butter off superpowers, and just unbelievable off the ball.
He is having
just
a wicked game.
64. Yeah, he's a real good football player.
Whew. Wow. Big stop. Set up well for Leominster's offense. Now at the Shepherd Hill 37-yard line.
You could, sometimes a change of possession, you go for the jugular here. They're really close up. So he throws a pass possibly.
He is a play action, but Cora's going to keep it to the outside. Some room. He's going to just get shoved out of bounds by Cooper.
That was a called quarterback sweep again.
Got about 7 on the play. Clock is stopped at 3:04 here in the first
Cora
half.
is definitely a weapon, Andy. He's a dual threat quarterback for sure, and it's nice to have a guy that has some speed that can get to the outside like that.
2nd and 3 coming, and plenty of time when you have the short field for Leominster with just over 3 minutes to play. Full house backfield. Give is to Couch. Couch makes a move and spins a little closer to first down yards, but it'll be just short. Good fight in there by the Shepherd Hill defense.
Yeah, Shepherd Hill, they're never going to quit. I mean, they're just not in their DNA. But just the problem is the offense they run. They're not someone that's capable of coming back from huge deficits unless they really crank up their run game. So
now this will be a big 3rd down coming. 3rd and 1 for Leominster. Big spot. 4-down territory, no doubt, but a big spot for the Shepherd Hill defense here, trying to stop
they ran a quarterback
the surge.
Left here out of this formation earlier.
They are going
again.
That way. Cora, he's stopped. He's going to be stopped, I think, behind the line of scrimmage. Lost maybe a yard. It'll be 4th down and a 2 now.
Yeah, Shepherd Hill does a nice job. See, number 4 comes up and takes on 2 blockers, and so he has nowhere to go. It's a good defense.
Yeah, it's Drew Montigny really breaking things up out there. Might not get the tackle, but he was the key guy on that play.
Absolutely. Yeah, you taught this defensive end. You can't let anything get outside you, and he did a really good job on that.
He was giving up some size, too, on that side. Did a nice job fighting for it. 4th and 2. Here's Leominster, full house set.
Toss.
Cora, pitch out to Couch. Couch got some room out there. He's going to have first down yardage and more. Does not want to go out of bounds, and eventually he does.
It's a great block on the edge there. Andy, they ran toss, and might have been Connor Marchand. Great block there. You'll see on the replay here. Just your student body right here. See 20, coming up here. There it is.
Yeah, he got one. And then before was Cordero with a nice block on the inside. They've had a lot of success to the outside if they get the ball the back quick enough.
Right. Yeah, they've really done a great job blocking downfield for sure.
So 1st down and 10 from the Shepherd Hill 14. Cora, straight drop, looking to throw. Has Del Judas in the end zone. He's open. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, Leominster.
Nice call.
Zach Del Judas, the senior, comes up with the score.
Great time for that. You run the ball successfully. You just convert it on 4th down with a toss, and you come out a play action pass, and like we alluded to, Dave Plaza, about as good as you get as a play caller. You know, and that's good, Andy, because it gives your quarterback some confidence now, you know, throwing a touchdown pass like that. So lots of positive things there.
Rodriguez to kick the extra point. It is up. It is good. It's 28-0. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, good. He just ran a straight flag pass, and he throws the ball exactly where he needs to the outside. Well, like he can catch it. And again, play action's the key, you know. And it sets his feet, throws a nice football right there. That's a nice ball.
Del Judas, 6'1", 200 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big target, Andy. Exactly right. And
kind of carved out some space for himself.
And he's a tight end. You know, a lot of times in high school football, people don't throw to tight end, and obviously, you know, Leominster does, and that's good. Let's see how he sets his feet on this one. You know, different than the counter boots right there. Nice, accurate throw.
The penalty flag was against Leominster, so they take the points off the board, and Rodriguez will have to kick another one. This will be from 30 yards out for the extra point. High snap, nice job to get it down. Rodriguez does not get it through. He had the distance, but he missed it left. And another flag, this time against Leominster. It is declined. 27-0 is the count with 1:20 left in the first half. Now the Leominster Blue Devils came into the day searching for a W, and they are on their way, at least so far. Leominster, proud program, and here on homecoming with a couple of games left here in the regular season. Their boys soccer team won just before the football game started, and they want to keep that momentum going. They come in Leominster at 0-6, an unfamiliar spot for this team. Looking to get win number 1 here tonight. That ball squibbed on the ground and picked up right at the 24-yard line, and into the arms of a couple defenders goes Evan Fazzolo. There is the principal of Leominster High School, the Honorable, Venerable Steve Dubzinski.
Yeah, Steve's a great guy.
He's not just the principal, he's one of the great fans of his school and his student athletes as well.
Right. Pretty good basketball coach too,
Yeah,
and
former
definitely
basketball
football too. Coach was dad at Gardner for many years.
That's a pitch out to Broussard for a couple, and now Shepherd Hill's going to try to go with some tempo here. With the clock running towards a minute here left in the first half. And there's Fazzolo picking up some good yards up the middle. It'll be 3rd and short coming. Got about 5 there, did Fazzolo. And there's the pitch back. This is Broussard. Broussard ahead for a yard or 2. Now Kobe Jean-Guillaume, we have not seen him come back. Looked like he had been nursing something here on the near side, so some new bodies back there running for Shepherd Hill. Carpenter not in that group either.
Reverse.
This is coming back the other way, and Fazzolo is going to get hammered to the turf by Rodriguez.
Yeah, here's a double reverse. They run it a few times. It's a great form tackle. I think at the end he helps him up, which is a good sportsmanship play there.
Gabriel Santos back into the group now in the backfield on 2nd and 9 coming up. Out of the double wing.
Counter.
Goes to Cooper. Cooper's got some speed to the outside. Cooper inside the 40. Got a first down. A whistle blows to stop the play at the 38.
So something different. They run a counter here. They pull the tackle there. A nice hole. He hits the hole pretty good there. Nice run.
Against Wachusett earlier this year, a couple of weeks ago, Shepherd Hill found themselves in a similar situation and then had a big touchdown run or scoring play late in the first half. I was talking to a Wachusett assistant coach, we'll call him Walt, and he said the boys, they They thought everything was rolling. We were fat and happy, and then all of a sudden Shepherd Hill hit us with one. And well, they had a little extra to say to the Wachusett guys in that halftime speech, and Wachusett came out focused and were able to put away Shepherd Hill in that second half. So Shepherd Hill still has some big play guys like Cooper that you have to watch out for.
Nice luxury to have a guy like Walter Dubzinski on your side.
Absolutely.
What hasn't he seen, right?
Absolutely. He is
great guy, too.
One of the all-time greats.
All-time greats for sure.
Yeah, the old ball coach. 17 seconds to play.
Connor.
Give is up the middle. It's the Sacco. Sacco running hard inside the 35 to the 34. Be a quick timeout here.
So they got something a little bit, they've been Connor successful like 3 or 4 times.
Shepherd Hill does have a kicker in Brock Doobie, a junior, who has, according to his coach, lobbied to kick more. Now, obviously you want to score a touchdown down 27, but if you can get into field goal range in the last play of the half and try one, this would be the spot.
Right, something positive, you know, end on a positive, sure, for sure.
Shepherd Hill, a team that runs double wing and, you know, used to go for 2 a lot when they had the mad mathematicians and Dugan and Sullivan there coaching on the coaching staff, but they've had some kickers. Jake Tondell at Assumption, kicking very well at the college level. Matt Mulcahy was a great kicker for the Rams as well. Got a 2nd and 6 coming inside the 34 of Leominster.
Halfback pass.
Yep, that's what it looks like. And it is going upstairs and almost intercepted. And now a flag flies as the receiver was knocked down. We'll check the call. Could be against Leominster.
Yeah, you might see a field goal now.
Yeah, I heard field goal ready. Gabriel Santos was the thrower of the football there.
Looks like the Leominster band's getting ready, Andy, over there. Yeah, they're always one of the better ones.
That should be fun on halftime here at Doyle Field. Jimmy Nato's going to make the call. It is pass interference against Leominster. Get a look at it, coach, downfield.
Yeah, you see a little push in the back there. Obviously, that's interference. And again, high school and college, it's not a spot foul. It's a 15-yard penalty.
So here comes the kicker, Doobie, on the field. This one is spotted at the 26. It'll be a 36-yarder.
Wow.
Brock Doobie, a junior. There was a kicking battle in camp. He won it. Doobie, the kick is up, and it's going to be left and no good. And that'll be the last play of the first half. Shepherd Hill with a little bit of movement there from their offense, but no points to show for it. It's been all Leominster. Blue Devils playing well at homecoming. 27-0 Leominster at the break.
With my Bay State Savings Bank mobile app, I don't need to drive to a local branch to deposit my money. I can deposit a check just by taking a picture on my phone. Anywhere, anytime. Done. I just saved on gas and saved myself some time. It's a win for everybody.
For everybody?
For everybody.
For everybody? For everybody.
For everybody.
I know.
Bay State Savings Bank is proud to sponsor the Friday Night Football Frenzy. Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
Accidents involving distracted driving injured over 400,000 Americans last year. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car or motorcycle accident, before you call your insurance company, call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. Our attorneys have helped tens of thousands of clients receive millions of dollars in settlements for over 50 years. Don't stand alone against the big insurance companies. Call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia for a free consultation. We don't get paid unless you do.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models, the Nissan Kicks and the Nissan Leaf.
Come down and see us right now for our model year-end closeout event. We have to sell these 2018s, and the rebates are incredible.
Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Baines, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Come on and join us here at Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
Holy Cross football is back in Worcester. Don't miss family fun and Division I football right in your backyard. Tickets start at just $15. Visit goholycross.com/tickets or call 1-844-GO-CROSS.
Doors. Every door is different. Every door, unique. And each one tells a story. Open a door at Unibank and you'll find a unique place. A bank where we listen to you and find answers. All to help you write your unique success story. Welcome to the new Unibank. Please, after you. Unibank. Bank different. Bank unique. Member FDIC. Member DIF. Equal housing lender.
Harrington Physician Services specializes in the understanding, prevention, and management of complex sports injuries and athletic rehabilitation. Whether you need care for a torn rotator cuff or ACL, our board-certified physicians are here to serve you. We offer comprehensive physical therapy and rehabilitation in Charlton, Southbridge, and Webster, and an on-site radiology partnership with Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. To learn more, go to harringtonhospital.org. Harrington Healthcare System. Compassionate, quality care.
What's up? I'm Tom, and this is Two Things with Tom. Thing number one, Worcester Railers hockey is family fun. Bring the family and have a blast at the DCU Center in Worcester. Thing number two, Worcester Railers hockey is wicked affordable. Railers tickets start at just $15. Enjoy a great night out with your family or friends. Hockey is back. Hockey is back in Worcester. Give us a call, go to RailersHC.com and come see us at the rink.
All right, homecoming at Doyle Field, and the Leominster Blue Devils defensively set the tone early, Coach.
They sure did. Forced a couple turnovers, set the offense up, and then Adam Couch was the feature back, doing a great job. Up front, they were just blowing them off the ball.
I'll
Both
tell you,
sides,
Zach Calladay and company have been good up front, and then J.C. Cora showing his athleticism as well.
Quarterback counter, nice run.
That made the score 14-0 in favor of Leominster, and then Cora got the defense to move and then took advantage. 21-0.
This is a great play-action pass. Sets his feet, hits his tight end on a flag pass. Well-executed play.
Shepherd Hill moved the football at the end of the first half, but so far it is all Leominster. The Blue Devils on top, 27-0 at halftime. We're back with more after this. All right, welcome back. Coming out of the half here at Doyle Field, Leominster on top, 27-0 over Shepherd Hill. If you're the Shepherd Hill Rams, Coach Wallace, coming out of this break, what do you do to kind of re-energize the troops, try to get back into this game?
You got to come up with a wrinkle, Andy. You either got to maybe try to get an onside kick, but Leominster's thinking that too. So either that or get a 3-and-out and try to score. And you got to tell your kids you can't score 4 touchdowns at once. You got at least one at a time. So. But I think they got to do something. The counter started working a little bit, but their off tackle has been shut down by Leominster. Leominster's been very impressive. Both sides of the ball.
Leominster's a team that only lost to Wachusett by 10 points a week ago. It turned some heads. They appear to be a team that's getting better and better. And now, even though they won't be going to the playoffs, they're a team that you don't want to face late in the season. Of course, that's the mark of a good coach as well. And Dave Palazzi, his teams get better as the year goes on.
Absolutely. He's a real good coach, real good play caller, and they're playing real hard. And it's no surprise.
All right, so if you're Shepherd Hill, your defense gets on the field first. You got to make a quick stop.
Right.
But that first couple of minutes here, 22 minutes left of football, anything can happen. You can put 4 touchdowns up on the board, and you got a whole different game here.
Yeah, you got to come up with something. You look at what happened in the first half, and they really can't run their offense per se. The counter's been working. You may see them throw the ball possibly a little bit. They've run double reverse a bunch of times, so you kind of emptied out your double wing playbook. So now you got to go to a couple different wrinkles. Then hopefully get a turnover or 2 on defense. Get a short field so you can try to punch one in. Yeah,
and you saw a little bit of momentum for Shepherd Hill going in on their last possession, and got a good run from Cooper, a good run from Dos Santos in that first half. So they're certainly a team that is capable. A lot of juniors and a lot of energy. This is a good group.
Yeah,
they've got some weapons.
And their staff too. I mean, Chris Lynch was here for a long time. Ryan Tick, they're going to play hard. I mean, they don't know any better. So. But to have a realistic chance, they really got to, have a shutout really the rest of the way, and come up some, ways to score, maybe flip the field and get a turnover or 2 and see what happens.
Yeah, Ryan Dugan, the head coach. Steve Ide's been there a long time, special teams coach, and more now, and Scott Holland and the group that they have at Shepherd Hill. including Josh Ponce de Leon, a former Shepherd Hill
See, Andy, here
star.
how Leominster's come out in their hands team right off the bat, assuming there might be an onside kick right here. That's good. That's good coaching.
You can never tell. It is Ben Thomas to kick it away.
I think he'll kick it deep, though.
And he gets good boot into it. It'll be taken by Couch inside the 15. Adam Couch right back up the middle. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line, about a 13-yard return for Couch.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Dave Plazzi, I'm coming out doing the same exact stuff I did in the first half until he could stop it,
They absolutely came out and pounded the football, run in that first possession. Adam Couch took the majority of the carries and put Leominster on the board. And let's see what the Blue Devils, they come right back out in that full house set that they started the game with. They give us to Couch up the middle. Couch shoots through the hole. He's out over the 35 to the 36. Call it about 7 or 8 on the play for Couch, depending on when they spot it. It's at the 36. So
yeah, you're gonna have to. Shepherd Hill's gonna have to sell out because if they're not gonna, they need a turnover. And Leominster just seems to really be winning the battle up front. So you gotta, put more people to the point of attack to try to stop this double tight power ice set.
Jack and Kyle Philbin, sophomores, doing a nice job on that line for Leominster. The give is to Couch. Couch bounces to the outside. He's going to be close to a first down. Dos Santos got him right there at the sticks. A little bit short. Be 3rd and 1.
So that time, Andy, they literally had 9 guys in the box, and you're gonna have to do that. The problem with that is you're susceptible to a long pass play, but you gotta come up with something. You can't let them keep pounding the ball and let the clock run. You're not gonna have enough possessions to get in the game.
Shepherd Hill has got 5 down linemen. Power football up the middle. It's Cora on the keeper, and he is ahead for first down yardage. Sean Sweeney, who's here covering the game for the Sentinel here in Fitchburg, had 150 yards of total offense for Leominster in the first half, just 49 for Shepherd Hill, a 3-1 margin.
Yeah, Leominster had a couple short fields too, so that was good for them. Yeah, Cora, I've been very impressed with Cora running the football tonight.
1st and 10 for Leominster. Cora fakes the give, and now he's going to tuck in a run behind Calladay, and he's got a good yardage to the outside into Shepherd Hill territory. He's got a first down inside the 45-yard line of the Rams.
Well, we talked about earlier, when you've got dual threat quarterback, just fake counter. Instead of running the boot pass, it's a definite run, as you can see the lineman going downfield. It's a nice, safe play. They've got the edge pretty good, and they got guys downfield blocking. And Cora's shown some good speed, and it's been a very beneficial play for him.
He adds that another little kind of speed back to the outside. The main guy is Couch. He's powering through the middle, and now Couch is free. Foot race to the end zone. Adam Couch is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, this is just power Leominster football, and Couch is having a big night. And he'll be the first one to tell you, a great job up front with the hole, and then once he got in the open, he was just gone.
Like that, Couch gets right off the field, celebrates with his teammates off the field.
Right.
It's a good, smart play. You don't get the Freddie King penalty if you celebrate off the field.
Geez, the poor cheerleaders, they have to do push-ups after the point's going to be tired.
Kick is good. It's 34-0.
Power football. See the surge. Marchand makes a nice block. Marchand's had a great job running and blocking tonight. And tell you, Couch is a real good back too. And look at the surge by the offensive line. No white jerseys around. And as a coach, you love that from an offensive standpoint of view.
The Philbin brothers doing a nice job up front there, 50 and 51 with some good blocking, and there goes Couch, and he just shows that speed. Dos Santos is a good, fast kid. And
no
speed.
Dancing in the hole too. He hits the hole, puts his foot down, and he's gone. That's a real good run.
Well, power football to start, just like you thought, and Leominster puts 7 on the board, and now a little squib kick. This one will not go out of bounds, so a tough spot for Cooper to pick it up. he's kind of dangling around the sideline and able to pick up a few extra yards.
So now, Andy, if you're Shepherd Hill, you say as a staff, you got to get a couple first downs to get a drive going, and hopefully pop one. And then you'll probably would see if they went in to score. Surely you would probably see an onside kick to try to see if they can steal a possession. But again, they got to get a drive going. Like you said, they had a good drive the other half, just ran out of time. So hopefully they can go back and do some of that stuff. Connor was a big play for him.
There is ahead, Broussard.
You know, I got to give Leominster, the defensive staff, a lot of credit here. They were very well prepared for this football game. They have really, when you play a double wing team, you got to take away off tackle, fullback wedge and double reverse, and they've taken all those away. So then they got to come up with something else they don't really want to do. But that's your bread and butter.
Kevin Murphy, the defensive coordinator. Phil Curtin, the defensive line coach for Dave Palazzi. Have had the game plan down to a T. Dave Palazzi, especially when his team's on defense, you always kind of see him for all those years kind of in that roam that he just did. When he was at Millbury, when he was here, and you'd see him kind of just roaming around. And, when his team was up, and many times at Millbury, he had some great teams at Millbury, his team would be up, and I'd be down one end filming, and he just kind of, I can say this now, I think the statute of limitations is over. He'd come down and be like, hey, you got the score of the Grafton game? You got the score of this game? Da, 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 da.
Dave's a great guy.
And he had some great players that afforded him that luxury that he could come over and chat with me during a game.
That's awesome.
There's a handoff pitch ahead. A good fight there by Evan Fasolo.
And how about Andy? How about his double duty these days? Football coach and athletic director at a big school like Leominster.
Something. Worth noting, you haven't seen Ben Carpenter or Jean Guillaume.
Yeah,
they're both out of the game here, standing on the near sideline.
I wonder if they were hurt because they started this certainly a big part of the game plan in the beginning.
Got a shot before this possession began of Chris Lindstrom. This is on 4th down. And they went for it and stretching the football, and I don't know that he got it.
No.
Now Leominster defense comes up with a stand. There is Ben Carpenter, number 21, Kobe Jean-Guillaume, number 1, and number 5 is Joe Thompson, a good quarterback, a junior, who was hurt in that Wachusett game. But next year, if you're Shepherd Hill, you've got 2 junior quarterbacks that become senior quarterbacks.
Right.
You've got 4 running backs in the junior class that come back. You've got 4 out of 5 offensive linemen that are juniors that come back.
Nice problem to have, for
They're
sure.
Geared up. It's not helping them right now tonight, but they are loaded for bear. And Ryan Dugan actually said, "You'd never hear me." As there's a time on the field from Leominster, you'd never hear me say, not making the playoffs would be a good thing. But this year, it could be a really good thing. It could give our guys some more chances to kind of play and just go out and play.
Right.
Play the situation. Don't worry about the score. Go out and play, and learn and get better.
He's right. Every down they play, they'll get better.
Full house backfield for Leominster. And it is Cora keeping it, trying to get to the outside. He's able to just get around Cooper, but Cooper, you see that makeup speed from Cooper, able to chase him down after a limited gain.
Yeah, so, kudos again, Dave. Comes out, I'm sure he saw Shepherd Hill on film and he thought they could physically, handle him up front. He comes out in a power eye, which you never see, double tight end, and just plays power football to a T, and it's worked very well for him.
Saw on that last shot of the sideline, Alec Lindstrom, he's kind of spying the coaching staff. He's right there. I've seen him coaching up the linemen here as well.
It's awesome.
Powered ahead. Alec is a guy who, maybe following his dad's footsteps after his playing days are done, coach a little football. Big Coach Lindstrom is the girls volleyball coach, where his daughter Ingrid's an outstanding volleyball player, going to go to Franklin Pierce. And
that's great.
The boy's telling me that Dad watches a ton of film on volleyball.
Knowing Chris, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Volleyball junkie, Coach Lindstrom. a little more subdued on the sidelines at volleyball than he was in football, his sons will admit. Third down coming. And the give is to Couch. Couch powers ahead. Did he surge close enough? He's going to be a little bit shy of the first down.
Yeah, the good fortune, I was telling you earlier about seeing him last week. He was at a game against Doherty, and so of course somehow he matriculated to the football practice fields. You know, as most coaches would do that, I would have done the same. And it was good to see him. He's one of the real nice guys in Central Mass. I've known him a long time. He's did a fabulous job at Shepherd Hill.
Well, you know, every time we get ready, it's 4th and short coming up here. 4th and 1 in the 17. Leominster's going to go. It's going to be Cora behind his center. He's going to have the first down with the surge. Every time we do one of these high school games, and you've been on the other end of it when we did some of your games, where Kevin and I or whoever will call the coach and spend some time during the middle of the week talking about this game. And you know, we've talked to Ryan Dugan the last this week and talked to him in the past, but talking to Chris Lindstrom, you know, I mean, we were on the phone a long time.
I bet you were.
A long time, and we didn't want to get off the phone. We eventually had to go to do some other work, but man, you just could listen to him talk for a long time. Great guy.
Absolutely.
There's Couch to the outside. Couch bounces back inside, still on his feet, spinning down close to the first down yardage. He's got about 8 there.
Yeah, Couch all night long. He just had great visions, been running hard. Nice block downfield again. I mean, Leominster's done a great job blocking downfield all day long, up front and downfield.
You have to be relentless. Christian Grzeski goes up and makes the tackle. His older brother Seb, a Division I pitcher in Florida, and for the Worcester Bravehearts as well in the summer. And one of the great fans of Shepherd Hill. So many student athletes in college played here at Shepherd Hill. There's Couch. He's free, and he's into the end zone for another touchdown. And Leominster's got 40 now after the Couch TD. 40-0 Blue Devils.
Yeah, they put on a clinic tonight, Andy, running the football. Unbelievable.
Couch, outstanding athlete. And, you know, again, without a win this year, Leominster, this is a satisfying night when you can come in, beat a very good team in Shepherd Hill. Again, Shepherd Hill came in 2-4, but you beat them at homecoming and you beat them soundly so far.
Yeah, just nothing fancy, just power football and getting the surge up front, and you know, they've just been blowing them off the ball all night. And Couch has, you know, been delivering the runs. Yeah, you know, so you look at these schools, and you know they do play a terrible, really tough schedule, I should say. And again, now the replay, he just runs very hard. And you know, people have no idea how, and I certainly do because I coached in a long time. The Mid-Wach A, boy, I'll tell you, every week's a battle, every single week. And you know, it's good. You got to come to play every week.
Now we talked about the Shepherd Hill guys. Leominster's got Noah Gray playing at Duke, and there's the kick, a little squib. Ball is loose. Picked up by Fazzolo.
A pretty good receiver out in UNH too. Mr. Neil O'Connor.
Neil O'Connor, the guy.
He gave me a lot of angina in my life, I'll tell you, from offensive and defensive side of the ball.
He gave a lot of people.
Yes, he sure did. Great kid too.
Issue.
Great kid.
We've said it on the program before, but one coach told us that he should be in the St. John's Hall of Fame for how well he played against St. John's.
You know what? He sure did.
He was something else. He is something else. An outstanding player at UNH, and a great player at Duke right now. So false start against the Rams. Shepherd Hill's got some guys. Nick Ostrowski's having a great year at WPI. Engineers lost today at Kings Point. Tough one for WPI. So 1st and 15 at the 20. 2:22 to play here in the third quarter. Pitch is back. That is Broussard. Big junior class. Even Broussard and Fazzolo, they are juniors. The running game is down John Guillaume. They haven't seen a lot of Dos Santos or even Cooper here in the second half. And of course, they lost Cody Adams, who was figured to be a star running back as well early on. And it's back. That looks like Fazzolo. He bounces outside. Now Fazzolo breaks free. Fazzolo on the move. Hangs onto the football. Taken down by Rodriguez. Taken down in Leominster territory inside the 40.
Yeah, that's the first play that's really been bounced out in Leominster. They broke a tackle. Good hustle by cornerback of Leominster. See how he's trying to strip the ball at the end. But it's good vision there. Bounces it to the outside, and he puts on the Jets. Nice run there.
Good speed, and only Rodriguez could catch him.
Yeah, Rodriguez is a real good football player too. Fullback.
That's up the middle. That is Sacco, and Anthony Sacco fights ahead inside the 35. And you know, again, you like the fight.
You really do. And, you know, and to credit to Ryan too. You know what? He's sticking to his guns. It's what they run. They're going to keep running it. And, you know, that's good. Again, momentum. We got another drive going. They had one before the half, so he's just hoping they can punch it in. And Leominster calls a timeout.
Leominster is going to take a timeout here with 28 seconds to play in the third quarter. High school football on Charter TV3 brought to you by the Central Mass Safety Council, Berterra Nissan of Auburn, Holy Cross Athletics, the Worcester Railers Hockey Club, and Nichols College. Charter TV3 crew from Doyle Field, the band. A good crowd on hand here at Leominster. Thanks to all the good people up here at Doyle Field in Leominster for welcoming the crew. Andy Lacombe, Terry Wallace with you on the call tonight. Shepherd Hill moving the football. 2nd and 4 here in the fourth quarter to start. And it is Fazzolo. And Fazzolo got an initial push and then is slammed to the turf after he reached the 30-yard line. Got about 4 on the play. They're going to get right on the ball on 3rd and short. And the give is to Broussard. Broussard should have the first down as he surges inside the 30. And that is the end of the third quarter. I jumped the gun. I said it was the fourth already. 41-0 Leominster after 3.
What's up? I'm Tom, and this is Two Things with Tom. Thing number 1, Worcester Railers hockey is family fun. Bring the family and have a blast at the DCU Center in Worcester. Thing number 2, Worcester Railers hockey is wicked affordable. Railers tickets start at just $15. Enjoy a great night out with your family or friends. Hockey is back. Hockey is back in Worcester. Give us a call. Go to RailersHC.com and come see us at the rink.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter, 41-0 the score at Leominster. Sean Sweeney telling us that was the first made third down conversion for Shepherd Hill, 1 of 9. Today. Sweens is kind of our unofficial statistician tonight in the booth. There is a keeper, the quarterback Quinn, and nowhere to go. Slammed down in the backfield by Joe Conlon.
Yeah, that's a staple in a double wing. You fake a toss, and then it's called like follow me. He follows the back into the hole. But Leominster, again, like they have all night for the most of it, they've been really up to the task stopping the run. So you got to feel happy for the Leominster seniors here at homecoming, come out with a resounding effort. You know, they've worked hard all year.
Yeah, they have. Again, that was a head turner last week against Wachusett. Played them very tough. Here's Anthony Sacco, and Conlon Dragging him down after getting back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit more. Sacco, a tough kid, made some plays on both sides of the ball. And again, Anthony Orienti is the junior captain, and one of his classmates, normally the fullback. Sacco is kind of the number 2, and he's done a great job here tonight. Shepherd Hill is a team coming off an outstanding performance to St. John's a week ago, where they were going toe-to-toe with the Pioneers, whose offense at this point in the season is really moving and clicking. This is 3rd and long.
Reverse.
It goes to Fazzolo, and there's nothing going that time as the Leominster defense collides with the ball carrier, and that one was Kyle Philbin, one of the sophomores, the sophomore Philbins. Be 4th down coming up.
Yeah, we haven't seen the quarterback throw a pass. We only passed, I think, with Shepherd Hill's a halfback option pass. So see if he throws on 4th and long here.
Well, here's Quinn under center. The pitch. Pitch is back. It's Broussard. He almost got free, but Carter Marchand took him down after a couple, and the Leominster defense will hold and get the ball back. It's a good tackle by Marchand.
I think you start possibly seeing some backups coming in now.
Yep, some fresh jerseys coming in now. Some that are no doubt not on the roster we have, so it'll be an interesting 8:52 to play. I will say this, if this Channel 3 crew is doing an outstanding job getting you the sights and sounds.
How about the replays? Like 4, 5, 6 different angles tonight. Unbelievable.
We've got a new guy, new crew member on parabolic mic as well, who's doing a great job down on the near sideline. So the young guys are in now for Leominster. Quarterback looks like Tyler Bedard, a sophomore, and now a timeout will be taken by the Blue Devils. There's Bedard. Big doings here for Leominster. They're going to get a good win over a good team. 2-4 Shepherd Hill, but Ryan Dugan said we were 4-2 this point last year. I think we actually are playing better than we did last year. We might even be better than we were, but the record just doesn't reflect it.
Right.
Leominster has really made the plays tonight, though.
Yeah, they willed their way. They came out and were very physical right off the bat on defense. Oh, yeah.
Nearly lost the ball. That's Jonathan Gonzalez. He's a sophomore. Big student section came in. One dude's not even wearing a shirt here on a cold day.
Jeez.
That's a Joe Cortez move. Cortez was a great football player at Mid-Wach, so he wouldn't be in the crowd, but he'd be a shirtless dude, I think, out there in the crowd at a college game or something. He knows I'm right, too. He's down there on the sideline camera. He might paint his chest or something, be out there, supporting the team. He can do it, though. Cortez can do it. See, I couldn't. So that's why we can do it. Yeah, see, look at that guy.
Yeah, there
He's got some green paint.
Yeah, I am William Wallace.
Yeah. In there in the group of seniors. It's chilly. I mean, you got to be close to a bunch of your classmates to keep warm in that pile. That quarterback tripped as he went through there, and it'll be 4th down, and Leominster will have to punt. Good opportunity for these young guys to get out there and get a little bit of game experience at the varsity level.
Sure.
Shepherd Hill will have some fresh faces back there. Angel Gomez, a sophomore, is going to be back deep to receive. One of the guys back there deep. He'll be back there with George Karamanakis, another sophomore. Gomez takes it. And Gomez fighting for yardage. And we stopped about the 49. High school football on Charter TV 3 presented by our friends at the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and by Bay State Savings Bank. 6:21 left.
Yeah, so you're just trying to salvage a score or something here, so something you can build up for next week for Shepherd Hill.
Beautiful venue, as we've talked about. Our thanks to Jim Clark, the guy up here, really helped out our crew. Helped us out. Sean Grady was up here this week on a scout. Sean usually takes the warmest day of the week, the sunniest day, and he goes on a scout. He leaves about 11 a.m. and you don't see him until 5 p.m.
He's a smart man.
Yeah. Might bring a long chair. I don't know. I don't know what he does.
If I was him, I'd find a good place to eat, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sean knows all the spots. Sean what Sean knows is he knows every good Chinese food restaurant, I think, in Central Mass. And he knows the ones that maybe aren't as good either. That is true. I know it's true. If you name a spot, Sean's like, no, you might want to go here instead. But a great atmosphere here tonight. Our thanks to Sam Bolduck, who's working as a parabolic mic operator, learning the trade from his dad. New quarterback for Shepherd Hill is Tyler Karam. He is a sophomore. Push this pile up the middle, solo. Down to the 45, about 6 on the play.
These are valuable snaps for younger players. You know, at the varsity level, the game's a lot faster than the JV level, and you know, hopefully that bodes well for the future. And like you said, they have a lot of people coming back, varsity players. So
JV guys don't get a lot of time to play under the lights either.
No, that's true.
That's a pretty
Especially
cool little
here.
atmosphere. There's Broussard. Broussard is free. He's into the secondary and down to the 20-yard line. Tyler Broussard. Some more fresh jerseys out there.
Yeah, this kid's been running hot all night. Nice job by the offensive line. They finally got a nice crease there, and again, he hasn't. Besides just running like he did in the first quarter, which is a good sign.
Shepherd Hill trying to punch one in here. Closing down and 5 minutes left to play. The pitch is to the outside, and trying to get to the outside is Caleb Sarkady. Wonder if he is related to the great David Sarkady, who was a great running back for Shepherd Hill.
Yeah, so you know their backup defense are coming in and they're playing just as hard as the first one. You know, he set the edge in, don't let them get to the outside. It's good defense, well coached.
You've got the JV players getting some big minutes here and pounding it up the middle. Not a lot there. This job from Leominster, number 66, Nathan Cochran. But you also, Coach, I don't know if we can get a shot. It might violate child labor laws. I don't even know. But Sam Bolduck is down there. He's getting his own time, but he's next to like the Lindstrom brothers.
Jeez.
And it's a contrast in size. You've got 300-pound Chris Lindstrom, and then maybe a 20-pound Sam Bolduck. He's just helping out here. Third and 8. And running the ball that time, Angel Gomez. Thrown back at the end of the play, got some forward progress. Well, this is week 7, so week 8, one more week in the regular season, and the playoffs begin. As a coach, are you even used to that yet at this point? It's been a few years, obviously, but.
Yeah, I like it better when it's 8 than when it was 7. I thought it was terrible. You really got, into the flow. 8's better. Yeah. And you got to have Thanksgiving in Massachusetts, so that's a good thing. But I don't think you never make anybody happy. You just hope that you get the best teams in the playoffs and see what happens.
Fourth down, and Shepherd Hill has the kicking unit on, so they're going to try to execute a play here with Brock Doobie and get onto the scoreboard. Try to execute this play and coach it up. get it on film and see what you can do. There's the snap. Kick is up. That kick is through.
Nice kick.
And drilled through, 31 yards out from Brock Doobie. Shepherd Hill's on the board. It's 41-3. Central Mass High School football on Charter TV 3, brought to you by Unibank, by the Sullivan Group, Pucci's Fine Jewelry, Milford Federal, and Harrington Physician Services.
So, nice hold there, follows through. See how he keeps his head down, right down the middle. It's a great kick. Hey, something to build on, you know, break the shutout.
Yep, you're not shut out. That's a big deal, but you know, you can kind of execute that little special teams play. You never know when you're going to need that 30-yard field goal.
Very true.
In a big game.
It's a luxury to have a good kicker in high school, that's for sure.
This year or next. Doobie is a junior. A former soccer player, and has done a nice job for Shepherd Hill. Kicked away, and it's going to trickle out of bounds. Unlucky there for Thompson, or Thomas, Ben Thomas rather, the kickoff man. Next week, we are back at Holy Cross. Lehigh comes to town to take on the Crusaders, who are on a bye week this week. It seems like forever since Holy Cross last played. They lost to Harvard a week ago Friday. And they are back in the Patriot League to conclude their season. Last 4 weeks, it starts with Lehigh Saturday the 27th, 1 o'clock live on Charter TV 3. Channel 776 in high definition, now in central Massachusetts. Channel 193. There's a handoff. Bouncing to the outside, trying to get the edge. Larry Nugent.
Like you said, you know, if you're a backup player, JV player, it's really great to get out on a varsity game underneath the lights on Friday night.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
Yeah, and this will be one to build on for Leominster going into the final week of the regular season, and Shepherd Hill will rebuild, try to get healthy for week number 8. And then on into the rest of their schedule. Gomez did a nice job to string out the play for Shepherd Hill. It was Jonathan Gonzalez running the football that time for Leominster.
Yeah, two different perspectives. So Dave Palazzi can say to his kids, you know, we play a great job, can carry that forward for the rest of the season. And Shepherd Hill, like you said, needs just to regroup and go back to the drawing board and keep going at it and hopefully get a win next week. But Leominster very impressive tonight. All 3 phases, very impressive.
Yeah, big win for Coach Palazzi and his team. It's been a long time coming. They've been getting better as the year's gone on, and they put together a complete game tonight against Shepherd Hill. It's Gonzalez, close to the 40 as we're under a minute now. Left. The playoffs are going to be interesting. Of course, you guys, Coach Doherty, and Division 3 is going to be wild. Can't wait for that. And then Division 4 with Neshoba, Grafton, Tantasco, Marlboro, perhaps that grouping. That's going to be unbelievable. And up and down Central Mass, it starts getting very interesting here in another couple of weeks. Quarterback keeper ahead for a first down for Bedard. And that'll be the last play of the game. Coaches will meet at midfield, and it'll be a win for Leominster, 41-3. The Blue Devils over Shepherd Hill. Great win for Leominster. They put it all together, and they can build from this.
They can, and you know, it's a real testament to their program. We're 0-6, and you have a team come out and play this hard. You know you have a really solid football program, and they certainly did tonight.
One more week in the regular season, and then the playoffs begin. These two teams will be finding out who they meet in the non-playoff schedule in a couple of weeks as well. Lehigh and Holy Cross is our game a week from today, live from Fitton Field, beginning at 1 o'clock on October the 27th. Coach, a pleasure to have you as always. Thanks for being here with us.
I appreciate it. I
Doyle
love
Field
being here. Thank
on
you.
a Saturday night. For Terry Wallace, I'm Andy Lacombe. For our entire crew here at Doyle Field and Charter Communications and Charter TV3. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Leominster a winner again tonight by a score of 41-3.